Hello everybody! Oh, there's some delay. Hello everybody! I know I didn't count that I would come live today. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Checking if I'm really live and online. It's been a while that I went live, so I had to set up some new things. It was doing some updates and that didn't work out fine. Good morning, Michelle. Can you hear me fine? You can really notice that I'm not used to going online and that I'm going live. Normally I'm editing it. Looks like there is a big delay on the connection. So welcome. Checking. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Good morning, Meme. So if everybody can hear me well, it's possible that there is a small delay on it, but we will try to do it as good as possible. Now, the reason that I'm going live, because I'm not used to going live, is that I made a video, special video. We had some friends traveling to Philippines like 2.5 weeks ago, and they gave us updates like almost every day, so I could make a video about the correct procedure. And yeah, I made a video about it, every step that they took, even the prices that they had to pay, just to give you the real good update. And the video, I made it ready yesterday. It was ready to go live and online today. And then yesterday morning, for noon that we find out, we can hear that Philippines is opening its borders again. So I could take my video that I worked on and I can just throw it in the garbage. That's why I'm going live now. I didn't have time to make a new video for this, and yeah, I don't have to wait another 1 week before I can give you the good news, because I think it's good news for everybody that Philippines is opening its borders again. Now, people didn't believe it first. Me neither. I was thinking, yeah, this is maybe fake news again, like you can hear it a lot. But it's on big news in Philippines, on GMA, and even in the newspapers. And I can share some things. Oh, thank you, Michelle, for sharing my stream. That's good. The more people that can find out about this good news, the better. Because I think a lot of people are already waiting really, really long about it. And I think a lot of people really want to travel to Philippines as well. Now, you can see some bloopers here in the video. I'm not really used to going live. I'm a quite nervous person as well, so I'm trying to keep my head really cool. Used to for the moment. I'm trying also to share my link on my Facebook so people can see it. And then I can show you some pages that I found. Now you can all see the chat room. I will hide the chat room and I will show my screen. Now here you can see this is from Inquirer.net. That's a newspaper. It's no longer necessary to go in quarantine. Now you can all see that it's marked from the 1st of February. Now if you're reading the article, it's not quite 100% correct. The 1 of February, it's for Filipinos and for people that are connected to a Filipina, like if you're married or something like that. Tourism and tourists are only allowed after 10 of February. So it's like almost 2 weeks later. I don't know why they changed things like that. Maybe they want to do first like the 10 days of test to see if the cases in Philippines don't really go and increase. But it's strange that they take two different dates. It makes it more confusing. It's really good that you don't have to do some base quarantine there. The thing is that you still need to have a negative PCR test. Now I will talk about that later. But the most important is that you have to be fully vaccinated. Now, fully vaccinated, that's kind of discussion that I was thinking yesterday from, what is fully vaccinated? Because in Belgium, for example, we already started with boosters and everything like that. What if you're from a country that you didn't get your booster yet, or that you don't want a booster? What about that? Because here in Belgium, if you don't get your booster, your certificate, your COVID safe passport will expire. Now, I searched some things up and I could find that you're considered fully vaccinated if you got your 1 dose, if it was Johnson & Johnson, and if you had your 2 dose from Moderna or from Pfizer. I found that online. So they're not talking about any booster shots. So if you didn't get your booster shot, normally they still count you as fully vaccinated. Now everything is new, so maybe they didn't think about that from the beginning, and maybe they will do some adjustments also. So if you want to travel to Philippines, really keep watching the news, keep reading the updates, because for sure there is a lot of updates that will come. I think it's like with a kind of trial and error. They start something and then they see, oh, we forgot about this, and then they have to do some micro adjustments. Now, the thing that you need, you have to be fully vaccinated. If you're not fully vaccinated, what you can find in the article is that you still have to be on a facility quarantine. And you still have to do a PCR test at day 5. So that didn't change. And for people that are fully vaccinated, it's an easier way of traveling. If you're not fully vaccinated or you're not vaccinated at all, I don't think there is a lot of changes. The only thing that make a change for everybody is that Philippines opens for tourists. Now it was only for people that are married with a Filipina, or they have a child with a Filipina, and the child and Filipina are there. But for the tourists, it's a way that they can travel the way that we could travel now. So they came a little bit less strict. Now, what everybody needs if you want to go to Philippines, you need a negative PCR test, of course, and that has to be within 48 hours. Now, that's also something that is really what is that, the negative PCR test for 48 hours? And I started searching here, and what I found here on an article, it was from a Belgian hospital and a center. And you can see it here. They count the hours, 48 hours, from the moment that you get your sample into the hospital. So not from the moment that you received your result. Now, if you're unlucky, and that happens quite sometimes, the PCR test, the result, can take already 24 hours before you have the result. Especially if there is a lot of people that are getting tested. So that's something that I think is quite tricky. If you're traveling tomorrow and you do your test today, there's a possibility that you're already too late. If you did it yesterday to get the result today to travel tomorrow, it's possible that, it depends on your flight, what time you will leave, that your result is already invalid, that you're waited too long after your sample result. So that's something that is quite tricky, I think, especially because every country is counting it as 72 hours. Only Philippines is now counting it as 48 hours. So I think that's a quite dangerous one to have. If you're not in time to travel and you're too late on the airport, or you're too late to get the test, then it's possible that you are not able to enter there. Now, the lucky thing is that they count the 48 hours till the moment that your departure is here. So they don't count that you already also have to fly for 24 hours to Philippines. So that's already positive as well. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Meme, yeah, that's quite difficult for finding a video or making a video about how tourists go to the Philippines, because normally for Belgium you don't need a visa in advance. So you just book a ticket. Of course, now you need your PCR test and you need your certificate that you're fully vaccinated. But normally you just travel to Philippines, and the moment that you arrive there, they give you a visa in your passport. They give you a 29 days visa on arrival. So normally you don't need to do a lot of extra paperwork. The only thing what you need to do paperwork for is you ask a visa in advance here already in Belgium, in the embassy or in the consulate. Then you have to make sure that you have some papers, but it only gives you that you're allowed to stay in Philippines for 59 days instead of the 29 days. That's the only visa that you can get. You can never get a visa here in Belgium already to stay 6 months in Philippines, for example. That's not possible. The max is 59 days. And the moment that you're in Philippines and you want to stay longer there, you have to renew it there in the immigration office. And for sure, you need extra papers as well for that. Now, for people that are married with a Filipina and you arrive in Philippines together with your wife, you just have to have the proof that you are married, and then you get a balikbayan stamp, and that's a stamp that gives you a visa for 1 year. So if you want to stay longer than the 59 days, you don't have to renew it. So that's really nice. I was excited as well. I was happy as well because normally this year we were traveling to Philippines and we were already gathering some information. What about visas in advance? Now, what I found out was that if you are not traveling together with your wife, you needed a visa in advance to enter the Philippines to meet your wife there. But the moment that you were traveling together with your wife and you had the proof, you didn't need a visa in advance. But yeah, that was all in my video that is now in the garbage that I throw away. So it's not really valid anymore. Yeah, Emmy, finally the borders are open. But not yet, not yet. You have to wait a few extra days. I made the title that the borders are open because people are not watching always the video today. If they watch it in next week or in 2 weeks, then you can, yeah, then it's going to be open. It's not correct anymore because that time the borders are already open. So that's why I adjusted a little bit my text. So I don't know what you're thinking is about that the borders are going to open. I think everybody's excited as me. If you met a Filipina online and you started chatting and you didn't meet each other, this is the moment to meet. So that's already quite good. For people that had problems with their procedure, because I was contacted a lot of times with people getting their visa denied or didn't meet in real, and they couldn't apply for a visa, because if you didn't meet in real, it's really hard to get a visa for Belgium. It's like nearly impossible if you never met in real and you're just chatting for like 6 months. Yeah, there's a really small chance that you can come and visit here in Belgium. You're welcome, Meme. Happy to have you here in the chat. Yeah, that's true, Michelle. Let's hope that the tickets become cheaper because the prices for everybody that's already checked for the prices are crazy. I hope and I expected that the price will go lower in time, but for now the prices are still the same. Even since the news changed yesterday, I think that they're also going to see how many people are traveling in the beginning. Now, if the borders are open, a lot of more airports and a lot of more airline companies can fly back to Philippines. So I think there will be a war against the prices again. It was almost impossible to find good flights from China to Philippines. And especially if you're going from like Europe to China to Philippines, it was like nearly impossible to find flights for that. So the cheap flights were unavailable, so all the other companies could raise their prices, and people that wanted to go, yeah, they will pay for that price, even it's double, even it's triple. Now, I already put it in some comments that I was following in groups. I checked prices with my wife, and there were prices for 5,700 euro for two people. Now, 5,700 people, that's a lot of money. I I will see, because I'm still counting in euro. If you're counting for the Filipinas that are not here in Belgium, if you take it easy, I think it's around 58 pesos now for 1 euro. You have to count around 330,000 pesos for two people to fly to Philippines and back. That's incredible, the prices. That's really, really crazy. If you know that normally the price that we had just before Corona, because for people that are following my channel, they know that 2 weeks before our flight was, they closed everything, so we were unable to fly that time. That time we paid 1,600 euro for our 2 flight tickets, and if you make that in pesos, it's less than 100,000 pesos. So it's like more than 3 times the price now. So that's really crazy. So I guess that the more airlines are flying again to Philippines, the more people that going on that flight to travel to Philippines, that they make the prices lower. That's what I expect that will happen. Yeah, one person was around, I think it was around 2,700, but for the tickets that I'm counting, it's a return flight, so you're flying to Philippines and back. Now, I think that you have to be really rich to tell that 5,700 peso, 5,700 euro is okay for a flight. That time you had also to be in quarantine in Philippines. You had to pay for your PCR test. You had your food also in the quarantine hotel, because it's not in every hotel that it was included. So before you're finally free in Philippines, and then free, I'm counting as free as possible as a thing, then you are already 7,000 pesos maybe that you lost, 7,000 euro, sorry, and then your holiday can finally start. Now, what I didn't find there is how it will be around the rules in Philippines, if they are going less strict as well, because I can imagine that mouth masks will still be necessary there. I don't think that Philippines immediately says like, yeah, all the tourists are welcome again, and we will not wear any mouth masks. So I think that they will keep the mouth masks, but I didn't find any information about that. And yeah, with a mouth mask, it's not nice to wear it, but we're already used to it now. But what about the face shields? In some areas, it was still necessary to wear a face shield. And I think if you're a tourist in Philippines and you're traveling there and you have to wear a mouth mask and you have to wear a face shield, I think it will also hold people back for traveling to Philippines. Yeah, yeah, maybe for sure. If you wanted to stay there for 1 month, and then with your quarantine and with the flight prices from now, I think 10,000 euro is not enough. That's more than 500,000 pesos, if you're counting in. That's really crazy. Yeah, let's hope, Michelle, that the face shields are not necessary, because yeah, wearing a mouth mask, we are used to it. It's not nice to wear it, but if you can go to Philippines and you have to wear a mouth mask, at least you can go to Philippines. So that's already a good step forward, I think. The only thing that is the face shield. I'm not a fan of the face shield, and I don't know if the face shield is really helping a lot more than the mouth mask. Especially for my glasses, I already have problems with mouth masks. That's why I made a long time ago a video how I adjust my mouth masks to have no fog on my glasses. But I think with a face shield it will be worse even for my glasses. So yeah, it's really expensive. But I can imagine that if you are married with a Filipina, or you're already together a really long time and you didn't see each other for more than 2 years, there will always be people that saying like, "What the hell? I'm just going. I know it's expensive, but I stayed home for 2 years. I saved some money." Because if you're not traveling, you can save a lot of money. I think a lot of people will go, and especially also I can understand they open the borders now, but what if at the end of February or in March they're saying like, whoa, the cases here, they go up like a mountain high. Now you're gone. Sorry for that. So what if that that the cases will go up mountain high and they close the borders again? Then a lot of people, they saw that the borders were going to open, and then they can see that they're closing again. So I think there's a lot of people that really want to go. They're not going to wait. They will just travel, just to make sure that they don't close the borders again in a few weeks. Because yeah, every government in Belgium, in Philippines, everywhere, they are really yeah, easy to adjust and to change the rules, because you never know what will happen tomorrow. You will never know what will happen next week. So yeah, I also have a fabric mask that I'm always using, the really the blue ones, the medical ones. If they're really good quality, I can use them. If there is some metal here on the nose, I can use them. But you have the cheaper one, and it has some plastic here to bend on the nose. It's not closing really nice, and I cannot use them. It's only the really expensive and the real medical ones for the surgeons and for the doctors that I can use, but they're not always available. Now, I think if you're traveling to Philippines, or you want to travel to Philippines in one of the next few weeks, best that you buy some extra boxes with mouth masks and to take them with you. I don't know if the sizes will everywhere be the same, but I can see it with my wife. The normal masks that I'm using and that everybody's using, they're really too big for her. It's not comfortable for her to wear. It's covering almost whole her face. So I don't know if the sizes in Philippines for the mouth masks are smaller than the ones here. But if you're traveling as a foreigner there and you have to buy them there, and they don't have a good size, they will be less comfortable even. So better that maybe you buy some extra boxes here and they just put them in your suitcase. So if you have to wear them there, that you're not surprised and not shocked, and that you don't have to pay extra there to find some mouth masks. Yeah, Carl, that's also what I'm thinking, because you don't find anything about it, about the regulation to come back. The last things that I found is the moment that you're coming back from Philippines here, they still count Philippines as a high risk country. And the thing that I found is that you have to be 10 days in quarantine here, and you have to do a test at day 7. Now, I didn't find if you already had to do a test immediately on the airport as well. You have to do a PCR test in Philippines before you travel, and then here you have to be in quarantine for 10 days. For the moment, yeah, Philippines changed their procedure and changed their law, but Belgium didn't. So for what I understand is that it's still the same, that the moment you come back from Philippines, you still have to do a 10-day quarantine here in Belgium. Now, yeah, the flights from Belgium to Philippines or from Philippines to Belgium is the same price. It's not that it's half the price if you're traveling from Philippines to here. Now, to be honest, I'm not checking that every day. I had to just check it one time when my wife came here in 2017. And the price, because if you're coming here with fiancé visa, you travel to Belgium, but you also have to have a return flight back to Philippines. You have to show that there, here on the immigration, that you have a return flight, and that flight ticket was the same price as what I was paying to go from here to Philippines. So there is no difference. Yeah, you're welcome, Carl. We are here to help. Maybe I don't have all the answers, but I'm doing my best to find the answers for you guys. It's not that that all the knowledge that I have is the correct knowledge. I can also make mistakes. I'm also just human. But I did some research that's also why I came on late. I wanted to go live at 10, but I had to do some updates in my program to go live because I'm not going live a lot, and I wanted to open some websites, official websites, to give you the correct information about, for example, here the one I closed it already. I will open it again. Here about the fully vaccinated. When are you fully vaccinated? If it's when you have your booster shot, or is it already that you're fully vaccinated without your booster shot? For people that just come in now, the booster shot is not counted extra for fully vaccinated. It's if you have your 2 shots for Pfizer and Moderna, then you're always fully vaccinated. No, I only can find it about Pfizer and Moderna. I don't know if you have a Russian vaccine or you have a Chinese vaccine or something like that. I don't know how about those ones, because they count also if you're fully vaccinated with one of the vaccines that are accepted in Philippines. And it's only a few weeks ago that I can read that they accepted the Belgium vaccines in Philippines as well. Before it was not. So that's also something that you have to consider, that you're vaccinated with one of the vaccines that are accepted in the Philippines. Now, for all Belgians, that would normally not be a problem, because a few weeks ago they accepted all the Belgium vaccines. So that's extra good news for us. So I'm happy that I could help you guys out. I don't know if there are more questions. I know there is a little delay on the connection, what you see and what I'm talking about. So I will wait just a little extra to see if you have more questions, more thinkings. Everybody's opinion is welcome here. We are not like a dictator that what I'm saying and everybody should keep their mouth shut. We are an open community. Everybody's allowed to tell their opinion here, as long as we have respect for each other. That's the most important. For me, respect is one of the pillars. You can tell me everything, except if it's like in a bad way that you're telling it to me. So this is the good news. I can see a lot of people were already sharing it yesterday. They made videos and everything, but yeah, I'm not doing this full time. I still have other things around. I mentioned it in the last video. I started my own business. I'm still working also full time, so it was not possible for me to immediately, when the news came out, to immediately make a video and go live and spread it all around. So for a lot of people, this will not be new news. They already read it online yesterday maybe, or this morning. I shared it also immediately yesterday on my timeline. And that's especially because I promised you guys, the moment that I have more news, that I will let you know. And I'm a person that I always keep my promises. Yeah, that's true. It's like it depends on how many months that you're had your last vaccine, that they will tell you if you have to be in quarantine or not. That's true, Michelle. It's really strange also because um, I know people that one of the family members that living in the house is positive, and or they are in quarantine, for example, and the rest, they don't have to go in quarantine. It's only like the one person that has to be in quarantine. So it's really strange, the rules they apply to. I was really anxious also, and I'm still a little bit anxious because they changed the way they are counting here in Belgium, and also they have now um, not anymore with the colors. They just have like the wheel now, the colored wheel, and they put us now with the new barometer. They put us on red, and I was a little bit anxious that in Philippines they can hear, oh, Belgium, they put red, so that they will already say like Belgians are not allowed to travel to Philippines. Even that our code red means now that we are less strict than other countries. So I was a little bit afraid about that. Yeah, they really don't know. That's why also why we have our booster, Michelle, that they really don't have any idea how long they're effective. One of my friends, he was getting his booster, and the strange part is that yeah, you need to get your booster, otherwise your COVID safe ticket will expire. But the doctors tested him also in his blood, and he had more than 250 times the value for the COVID. So his body was like really having a lot of anti against that virus. So the booster will not even help for him. It's like his body already has enough protection, but if he don't get his booster, he don't get his new certificate, and then they will block him everywhere because he didn't have a good COVID safe ticket. So it's really strange. They have no idea. We just have to, if we want to go somewhere, we have to get the booster, otherwise they will block us out. Now I'm already happy that they don't count the booster here for if you're fully vaccinated or not, because not every country is already on that booster shot. So yeah, I can understand being home. I know that a lot of people, they don't like just sitting and being home. I'm one of the people also. I had problems with my eye. It's still not okay, my eye, and I'm dizzy, and that's also why it took me a while to make that last video. I was not capable to sit behind the computer because I was really becoming dizzy. Because yeah, my two eyes, there is something strange with it, and yeah, I I was home also, and I'm not that person that likes to be home doing nothing. Then I feel like I'm useless. I I'm more happy if I can go to work and I'm more productive. That last part you have to translate because that's something I don't understand. VORNGO. That's something I don't. So I don't know if more people have questions or thinkings about it. I can see I'm almost live for 40 minutes, but people, oh, so that person is a scammer. Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to do that because I'm using my program and I don't have any access to that chat. It's just a link. I'm not used to going. Normally it should be away now. I found that I have a second chat room. So you can see I'm really not 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 used to going live. Maybe I have to do it more live sessions. It would be even nice if I can open it up so you can also talk to me instead of typing, because I know not everybody is watching on a computer with a big keyboard. Some people are watching on their telephone, so it's not really really easy to type a lot. So maybe I will find a way. Just comment below if you like to see me more live instead of the videos that I prepare in advance. Yeah, I found it also now. I deleted that message. For people that didn't subscribe yet, I cannot push my put my button here, but it's the red button down in the video. You can always click it. It's totally free. Don't forget also to click that bell next to it, the bell icon. Otherwise, you don't get any notification when a new video is coming online. So if there are no more questions, no more thinkings, then I think we will end the session. I'm really happy with all the people that watched here. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me. Thank you for everybody that's sending a message in the chat. Thank you for being part of the community. I think for me that's important. People that know me in real, that met me already in real, they know that I really love Philippines and that I really love the Filipino community. So I'm happy if I can help the Filipino community out, and I'm happy that that I'm accepted in that community as well. So I will watch your course, Michelle, but I know that you're not using the same program as me. So I don't know if that will be a difference. But if I have some time, I will try to find out. That's the only thing that is hard for me. That's the two things I don't have. That's money and time. I don't know who you're talking about, Michelle. That it will travel in 3 days. Yeah, for people that are traveling now or this week, that will be really sad. If you're traveling before the 1st of February, then you still have to do all the quarantine rules. So maybe better that you just delay your flight with a few days, that you just arrive in Philippines, and that you don't have to do any quarantine. Because if you travel today or tomorrow, uh, or you wait 3 or 4 extra days, then you're quicker to be free. Otherwise, you're still in quarantine the moment that your other airplane arrives. So, okay, that's what you mean about your course, yeah. Yeah, no problem. I will ask you in Messenger for the correct link, so I can find it easy. So if there is no more questions, no more thinkings, then I want to wish everybody thank you very much for being here, and I hope that I can see you in my next vlog. I hope I can make a video more quick now. I would say thank you for watching, See you in the next vlog. If you didn't subscribe, don't forget to click the button, and I hope to see you in the next one. Paalam, stay safe everybody, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.